I'd like to tie for you Royal Coachman wet fly, and the hook I have on the vise is size 12 wet fly hook by Masthead. Thread I'm going to use is black 6/0 uni thread, and I'm going to start behind the eye of the hook and go all the way down to the point where the barb used to be. I stop here and trim off the excess. For the tail, I'm going to use some of the fibers of this brown colored feather. It's light brown, more like ginger. And I want the tail to be the length of the hook shank. Tie that down with a couple loose loops. One wrap under the tail. I will trim off this excess 1 eye length behind the eye of the hook, like this. I'll leave that for now. I will wrap that down later on, and that will help to build a nice body. For the body, I'm going to use 2 peacock herls. I'm going to tie them down by the tips and advance my thread forward. I'm going to stop at the tip of the hook and start building the first section of peacock herl. And tie that down. For the middle section of peacock herl, I'm going to use 2 strings of red floss. Tie it down on the shank as well, and advance my thread forward again. And that will be good enough for now. I'm going to stop here and wind the floss. I'm going to stop here and secure the floss with the thread. Couple of wraps. Now I can trim off the floss. I'm going to lift up peacock herl and advance my thread once again. I'm going to stop here, the 1 eye length behind the eye of the hook, and wrap second section of peacock herl. And I'm going to tie that with a thread. couple of wraps in front and trim off the excess. Now for the hackle, I'm going to use this same feather I used for the tail. It's light brown and the ginger color of the feather. This is the feather from the rooster's cape. Tie that down. Take the hackle pliers and wind the hackle. Give it 2, maybe 3 wraps, and that will be enough. Tie down the feather. Couple of wraps in front, and I can pull that off. Pull back all the hairs. Clean up with the thread. Like this. Now for the wing, I'm going to use mallard flank feather, and I already teased back some of the fibers that I want to use for the tail. So you grab the tip and tease back the fibers you want to use. Fold them. Fold them. You can wet your fingers a little bit, that helps. And I'm going to peel them off like so. And this is what you get. I want this wing to be just a little bit past the bend of the hook, like this. Put that on the top of the fly and secure that with a couple loose loops. Now I can trim off this excess. Tie everything down with a thread and start forming the head. Give it a whip finish. Four turns, that will be enough. Make sure everything's tight and trim off my thread. Put the drop of head cement. And here we have Royal Coachman wet fly I hope you liked my video. I thank you for watching, and tight lines.